Are you sick of losing every competitive game you start? Are you tired of your teammates being brain-dead slugs? Are you ready to do what only few dare to do? Are you ready to become the biggest piece of shit to infest your region's servers? Well, prepare to become an asshole. Gods no, we surely needed more of these playing Overwatch in the first place. Oh yes. So, you're willing, but you don't know how. Don't worry, my about-to-be spastic colon. Here are some tips to get you started. Tip number 1. Now, we all know that only noobs and losers who don't know how to get good play supports. And so, whenever you're low on health and someone's actually healing you, make sure not to leave any health kits behind for your team healers. Cause fuck 'em, right? Get good. Tip number 2. Now, here's a super pro tip for competitive players. You know how some people tell you to switch to other heroes for some reason? Well, the best thing to do in this situation is to drill out your eardrums and never switch that Torbjorn or Sombra or whatever else you play. I mean, come on, you have your main hero with over 9,000 hours playtime. So you must be amazing with it, which means you lost because your teammates are incompetent, sewage-drinking reprobates. Seriously, you definitely know what you're doing. How else would you lose by playing only one hero all the time? Tip number 3. And speaking of playing one hero, wanna be a proper asshole? Just play Bastion. Doesn't matter what you are up against or what mode is it. Just play Bastion. Get to play the game and make everyone in your and enemy teams rage like chimpanzees on meth. For whatever reason, people start to lose their shit after seeing this thing. And really, you don't need to know why. Just play it and enjoy the tears. Tip number 4. If all else fails, you can always degrade to a 2-year-old and start burping, farting, and yelling in the team voice chat. Sure, it's not the most, let's say, intricate way of being an asshole, but trust me, people will recognize your IQ as being the force on nature that it truly must be by doing this. Yes, definitely. Tip number 5. But if you're truly intent on being the biggest anus in the team, always remember to be the leader. Yes, this will require a lot of work on your part, but remember, if your team is talking, they aren't listening. So, you must be the one in charge no matter who leads, and tell everyone what to do, regardless of what happens, even if the team is friendly and cooperative. They might just be compensating for not being good. People sure as pie fuck love people in charge, especially if they're clueless, vapid shit clowns. Tip number 6. And finally, if you did everything right and yet you lost for some inexplicable reason, the right thing to do is not to be a massive pussy and admit you lost. Instead, tell your team that it's all their fault. And if they were even half as good as your wannabe pro ass, you would have won. After all, you got the gold or silver or diarrhea medals for being this awesome, so it's not you. It's them. Remember this. You are never at fault and everyone else must get good and stop using hacks. Oh, and don't forget to report people because that surely will get them banned. And you will be vindicated. So there you go. Some proper tips for you to become a proper flaming garbage spewing orifice. Now, if I were too subtle, which would not surprise me at all, cause you know, there are these subhumans called gold tryhards, so anything's possible. Anyways, these were bad tips and you should do the opposite of what I've said. But if you have any good or quote-unquote good asshole tips to share, feel free to do so down below in the comments. Till then, I'll be painting King's Row brown.